Oh shit, I ain't even get the countdown. Shout out, shout out. Damn. Or did I? I don't know. For some reason my camera is not showing myself. I don't know what's up. I know it did it to me before, but I don't know what happened. What's the word? What's the word? Good afternoon, good morning, good night. I don't know wherever you from. The show just begun. You know what I mean? You know me, OGBazz, man. Keep it 100 with OGBazz. You know what I mean? Like I said, we bringing y'all everything. I can talk about whatever I want over here. You know what I mean? So we got the NFL week 18 going into the playoffs. I'm about to do a reaction off that. Shout out to CBS Sports. Shout out to CBS Sports. About to get into it. I'm excited. You know what I mean? The Giants, my team. New York Giants. Yeah, we ain't worried about it. We know what we doing. We know what we was coming into with this season. You know what I mean? We wanted to get dark. We wanted to get Scatterboo, our rookies, and you know what I mean? Everything like acquainted to the NFL life and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like Big Blue. You know what I mean? We'll rebound next year. Like, I don't care about the number one pick, none of that. But we gonna get into it, man. We gonna get into it. Shout out to the chat. Let me know which y'all teams in the comments.
And then it's on to the postseason. Every game this week is either on Saturday or Sunday. And those two games on Saturday are big ones. Panthers, Bucks, going to help us figure out the division winner in the NFC South. Seahawks, 49ers going to decide the one seed. Rough weeks for you guys. I think it's because I wasn't here.
Could be. I would say we had a pretty good.
I wasn't here to guide you in the right direction because I was back home in Iowa.
How was Iowa?
I still haven't gotten rid of my cold. It's been 10 days.
Did you bring us any loose meat sandwiches home?
No, but I had some.
You did.
And some taco pizza. I'm Chris Hassel with Kyle Long, with Pete Prisco. This is the last week of the regular season, but it's not the last week of picks. We'll continue that into the playoffs.
He needs that. He needs to try and gain some.
He wants each playoff game to be worth 2 points,
No.
and then do once a week,
homie?
do a lock for 3 points.
Three-pointer.
Would you sign up for that, Pete?
No. You know, I had a bad week, and I knew it was a bad week, but I come in and I saw your week, and I went, mine wasn't so
That's the word.
bad.
Long week.
Well,
Another one coming up.
Yeah,
this week is condensed. No Thursday games, no Monday games because it's the last week. But we do have 2 Saturday games, and we'll start with the Panthers and Bucks. And it looked like this was going to be for the NFC South, but there's a caveat here. The Bucks could win this game and still not win the division, and that has to do with the Falcons-Saints game the next day, and we'll get to that in just a little bit. But for this game, it's in Tampa, and the Bucks are favored by 3. But when's the last time we've seen them win it? I mean, it's been a long time.
They have not looked right. Baker Mayfield has not looked right. I don't think he's been healthy since the 49ers game, not the Rams game, way back then. And they just have so many injuries. When the offensive line is out, the receivers are out, the receivers come back, the line goes out. They didn't have Wirfs last week. And so I think it's all added up. But I think they're going to find a way. I think there's too many guys on this team that have been through the wars. And in this situation, I think Baker Mayfield will play well. I'm going to take the Bucks in this spot.
I feel like the Carolina Panthers were right there with that Seattle Seahawks team. I went to the bathroom of the studio. I come back out. They're down 2 possessions.
Yeah, it just fell apart for them.
But what it tells me is Carolina can pretty much play with anybody. You go on the road with an opportunity against this Bucks team. Go punch them in the mouth. Go play some tough defense up front. Go run the football effectively. I want to see Bryce Young make some big-time plays. I got the Panthers in this one, getting 3 points against the Bucks.
Do you think he'll throw for more than 54 yards this
Doesn't have to.
The Bucks been playing bad, man. I gotta go.
Bucks haven't won since Thanksgiving weekend, and that's their only win since before Halloween. That's how crazy it's been.
It's amazing.
The winner of this game has a potential to win the division. Panthers win, then they do. They do win the division. They're in. Bucks need some help. Which team has a better chance of winning a playoff game, Pete?
Tampa. In large part, because those guys have been through it before. I think this is all new. It would be an all new experience for Carolina. And so I think Tampa would have the better chance to win a playoff game. And to be quite frank about it, the way they're both constructed right now, I don't think either one of them is going to win a playoff game.
Well, I think about that Buccaneers team and the things they're able to do defensively with the pressures. And I don't care who you are, when you're facing a team that pressures the quarterback, you have to be on your P's and Q's. So I would say from that standpoint, I'd much rather play against the Carolina Panthers.
You know your sports, slick homie.
Everybody's jockeying for the 5 position in the NFC, so they go play the 4.
Right.
I mean, basically, that's what, if you look at it from that standpoint. If you're a team and you're going to be the 6, you're going to go play the Eagles. You're going to go play Carolina or Tampa. You'd rather go play Carolina. Or
Carolina's got dudes up front that would concern me in terms of matchup. But when you're playing against Tampa Bay, you don't know who's going to hit you from where and
Same
when.
Way
they just kind of let it fly defensively.
The last team to make the playoffs with a losing record, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3 seasons ago in 2022. Again, Bucs need to win this game, but then they need the Saints to beat the Falcons on Sunday. We'll pick that game in just a little bit. That's the early game on Saturday. The late game is for the 1 seed. And the loser could end up playing one of these teams in the first round. It's Seahawks at Niners. Winner gets the 1 seed, the get to stay home all the way to the Super Bowl. And for the 49ers, you win this, and you don't have to leave again, win or lose.
It's an incredible job by Kyle Shanahan. I mean, their stars haven't been around, and here they are with a chance to be the 1 seed. It really is amazing, and he should be the coach of the year if that happens. If they win this game, he should be the coach of the year. I love the way Brock Purdy's playing, and kind of big game in the big moment. You're going to give me the 49ers and Brock Purdy at home with Kyle Shanahan against Sam Darnold on the road, and we saw what happened to him last year late in the season in the big games. And by the way, he didn't play great against the Rams. He had a good drive late in the game. We'll give him credit for that, but he wasn't good in that game. He didn't do much last week. I think this is a tough spot for him. I'm going to take the 49ers. I am concerned about the 49ers defense, though.
Seahawks have a better team. The 49ers have issues defensively. The Seahawks don't have issues defensively anywhere near what the Niners
do they have any on
dealing
offense?
with. There's a lot. One of the issues is that right guard spot. I've been watching the offensive line for the Seahawks, and when you're on the ground as often as they are in Seattle, that's an issue. But I'll tell you what, this is a football team, and they play well defensively. They play well offensively, all things considered. It's going to come down to that. But, I mean, you're right about Kyle Shanahan. I am going to pick the Seahawks in this game. They understand what's at stake. They understand that they need to have momentum going into the playoffs because this is one of those groups, the Seahawks. We are unsure.
Seahawks and the 49ers really when it comes to
crunch time.
Well, I mean, they want to run the ball. They run the ball more than any team in the league, but they haven't run it that well. They did last week. Can they do that against the 49ers? That'll be something to keep an eye on as well.
Is anybody playing the quarterback position better than Brock Purdy right now? Back-to-back games with 5 total touchdowns.
Drake May, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you take Drake May and Trevor Lawrence ahead of Brock Purdy right now?
Not the last 2 weeks. Not the last 2 weeks.
Caleb Williams.
Not the last 2 weeks. Caleb Williams is playing great football. There's a lot of good quarterbacking being played right now, and that's why I give the edge to the 49ers.
Mark it down. What's the date today? The 30th, the 29th?
Yeah, it's Tuesday here.
I said Caleb Williams has been playing great, and he didn't laugh at me.
No, he is playing great.
It's almost a brand new year.
Well, I mean, if somebody's playing great, I'll say look.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kyle has picked the Bears to win the Super Bowl, and I heard him say up in the newsroom that Caleb Williams is going to win MVP next season.
Next year.
So he's got the Bears pom-poms back. He's back after starting the year with the Packers.
Until the Packers beat him in the first round of the
playoffs.
The Packers bandwagon.
Did you watch the game the other night?
Yeah, they couldn't rush the passer with the damn.
The
offense is great.
You can draft rushers.
Caleb Williams don't grow on trees.
All right, so you guys are on opposite sides of both of those Saturday games. Like that, because you need to make up some ground against Pete Prisco.
That's what he did. He looked at my picks. He's going the other way.
No. I can't even read, Pete.
We got a bunch of games on CBS on Sunday, and way down there at the bottom.
Keep going, zoom in, keep going.
In the Chiefs-Raiders game, Kyle Long is going to be in the booth.
Heck yeah.
This is the first NFL game you're going to call?
Yeah.
I can't wait to have the sound on in the green room to critique you.
And
he's good. By the way, he will be great. I've heard him do. I heard him do the college game. It was fantastic, and he will be great.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I appreciate the support.
And the Raiders can wrap up the number one pick with a loss in that game. Jacksonville Jaguars likely need a win to win the division. They still have a chance at the number 1 seed in the AFC as well. We will pick that one against the Titans in all the 1 p.m. games next.
Texas is feeling
What's good? What's good, man?
Back here on Spotlight.
What it do, man?
For the 1 o'clock Eastern time games on Sunday. 3 of them on CBS.
Yeah, my
including the
coach
Texans,
look bad,
Colts. We also
man.
have Packers,
fell off the
Vikings,
earth,
and
man.
I can't believe it. You know what I mean?
We
Like
fell off the earth, gang. And then I only do Cowboys when they winning because it be lit in the city. But I'm really a Colts fan for real. But right now, it's not looking good for nobody.
Nah, hell no. That's fucked up too. You said the Colts. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, growing up during the Peyton Manning days, that's when I was lit
yeah,
with my boys. We ain't had nothing since Andrew Luck for real. I thought this year was gonna be something,
yeah.
but ain't shit.
Yeah, it was wild. It was a great start.
Great start. 8-1 or 8-2, whatever.
Word. And then you
Yeah.
go down like that. I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I was now to not even being in the playoffs. I'm
Like you
like,
said, when Daniel Jones got hurt, it just fucked us all up, I guess. Niggas went to go get Phillip Rivers. I'm cool with Cam Newton. I'm cool with Cam Newton. Not no damn Phillip Rivers, nigga. Come on.
Yeah, definitely. If Cam Newton could make it back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word. If Cam Newton, he don't want to do that shit no more. He like, you know what I mean? Like niggas body.
He want to. He just don't want to fight for a spot. He trying to do what other niggas trying to do. Don't even do the virtual shit or something. You know what I mean? He's not trying to fight for a spot.
Oh, that's crazy. See, Tommy is Big Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, yeah.
Buffalo,
Tommy.
yeah. We doing the damn thing this year.
Yeah,
Big
man.
Buffalo.
I will say, if that shit got to go through Foxborough, you hear me? It might be a little tough, but shit.
Yeah, they looking good.
That or Denver. I like their defenses. That's they got some good defenses over
there. Can't lie. They looking. Listen, man. You know the Pats is looking real good.
Smoking that shit.
They gonna do the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? And get it done. So
But I trust Josh Allen though, especially with no Lamar, no motherfucking Patrick Mahomes. That shit wide open. Y'all niggas might get there.
No, that's a fact. Let's see. Let's see what's going on.
Bengals. We'll start with that Colts-Texans game because this is a game that will decide some things in the AFC playoff race. The Texans need a win, and a Jags loss to the Titans, which is obviously very unlikely, but it's unlikely the Texans lose this game. Looks like they might run their winning streak to 9 here.
And that defense is really good. I mean, all you have to do is watch last week against the Chargers and see how good they are. They can get after the quarterback. They cover on the back end. They do so many things. And the Colts are going to try out Riley Leonard.
Fuck them niggas, man.
And I mean, here you go, kid. Go play that defense. Good luck with that. So I think that's going to be a problem for the Colts. I am a little worried about the Texans offense. After a couple big plays last week against the Chargers, it kind of throttled down and they didn't play very well. So they're going to win this game. They're going to cover the number. But moving forward, they have to be better on the offensive line. I mean, on the offensive line and in throwing the football, both.
Texans get to host Riley Leonard, okay? I just think about those long nights I spent in hotel rooms on the road trying to get guys blocked that I knew it was going to be a 4-quarter fist fight. And that's what Riley Leonard and this Colts team have dealt with. And I remember a few weeks ago, prior to the Phillip Rivers signing, they were interviewing Riley Leonard in the locker room. And he's like, I'll be ready for well, now's your opportunity, buddy. So go answer the bell. That being said, I've got the Houston Texans handling business at home.
I mean, it is the right thing to do to play him.
Yes.
You got to find out.
Because Phillip ain't coming back.
Right. So go find out what this kid can do.
And, I mean, he's appeared in 4 games. He did get a lot of play against Jacksonville a few weeks ago.
This is his game plan.
That was the game when Jones went down.
Yeah, what did you see from him in that game?
He was actually okay. I mean, he did some good things. He moved around. He's mobile. I mean, he ran a ton at Notre Dame.
Yeah, he can evade the pressure. And that's one thing he can do.
Yeah, it's hard to evade that pressure, though. That pressure gets after you.
It's going to be tough for him. So the Texans going for their 9th straight win. If they can win that would put pressure on the Jacksonville Jaguars to win their game against the Titans. Because if they were to somehow slip up here, then that allows the Texans to win this division. But the Jags, they're rolling. They're going for their 8th straight win, and they're double-digit favorites at home.
And by the way, the last loss was the 19-point blown lead to the Texans and Davis Mills. Otherwise, they'd be on the longer winning streak. This should be an easy game for the Jaguars. But history tells you otherwise. normally, but this Titans defense is so bad. You saw what Tyler Shuck did to them last week. They don't cover on the back end at all. They're terrible back there. The one matchup that could be a major problem
first they were saying the Texas
Jeffrey
defense
Simmons.
is good.
Jeffrey Simmons is just killing dudes this year. And Jacksonville has a backup right guard now who really didn't play very well. That could be a problem for him. And history says, I mean, this is a team that went into Jacksonville in 1999 and won the championship, went to the Super Bowl because they beat them on their field. They have a lot of problems with this team, but this isn't a good Titans team. I think Jacksonville takes care of business, covers the number.
I'm excited to see how this Titans team finishes against a really actually formidable opponent that's going to have a future in the postseason. And for the Jaguars, this game kind of reminds me of like when I've got something big in my schedule and I'm leaving the house.
Yeah, I like that.
I got my jacket, my shoes, my belt. You leave the house. You always I forgot to put deodorant on. Like this is a don't forget to put deodorant on game. It's a simple task. Go out there and beat.
I like Jags. They've been blowing niggas out.
Go out there and beat the Tennessee Titans. I didn't forget it today, buddy. You got to just go handle business, and regardless of who's out there playing for the Jags, Liam Cohen just decides he trusts, and just go ball out. It's an opportunity. And yeah, man, give me the Jags. 11.5 is a lot of points, but as we've said a number of times, that's a very real football.
That is a lot of
You get a home playoff game if you win.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they might not cover that, but they might fuck around and
just put your deodorant on.
Yeah.
Take care of business.
That's a lot
My
of
nose is
points.
stuffed up today. I can't smell you. Pete, did I hear you say that you think Jacksonville is like the most complete team going into the postseason?
What I'm saying is I think all these teams, a lot of the teams have
they're bleeding somewhere.
Units and some units that aren't. So I'm going to take a look. Like the Philadelphia Eagles, dominant defense, not so good on offense. 49ers, great offense, not so good on defense. Jacksonville's not great in any area, I don't think, but they're not bad in any either. And that's why I think that's when you say this might be a year where a surprise team makes a run because of the way this thing is so wide open. And teams have a lot of flaws.
The Jags force you to cover the run. They force you to defend the pass against a number of pass catchers.
Which
mobility provides another.
This game actually this week, Panthers Buccaneers.
You're an offense playing this Jags team.
Yeah,
they can beat you.
Panthers Buccaneers. So whoever win that, I think
you got to be really good in all phases.
They're not pretty. They're just
no major flaws.
Yep.
Speaking of kind of like you,
yeah.
I have a big one.
I feel bad.
NFC South. Flaws everywhere.
He don't have
the
nobody.
Hottest team in the division
they don't
is
have a good offensive line,
and one
they don't have receivers.
That might try to save the season for the Tampa.
Ever since they traded AJ Brown to
they're on a 4-game winning streak. They're at the Falcons. Now this game will mean nothing. If the Panthers beat the Bucks on Saturday, it'll mean everything. If the Bucks win, because if the Bucks win, then they need the Saints to beat the Falcons.
Well, it doesn't mean anything.
Make his job easier. He's already the NFL quarterback.
I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to mean a lot. It could mean a lot to the Bucks. And how do the Saints? Do they care about that? Do you like the Bucks? Do you hate the Panthers? Who do you not like?
Quarterback.
Bottom line is Tyler Shuck's playing really good football, and the Saints have found their quarterback. I believe that. I think at least for another year.
Even though he
deserves to be the starter next year. He will win the year, I think. And Kellen Moore's done a great job with his team, piecing it together on the defensive side. A lot of old guys, some young guys.
Yeah, I'm a Giants fan.
Issues. They've had he won last week with 3 backup offensive
I know what our year was. I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I know what this. I know what it was about.
I mean, beginning of the season, y'all niggas could have fooled me, man. Y'all niggas could have fooled me, man. Yeah, I mean, Jackson Dart cold. And oh boy, what's running back name?
Cam Scatterbo.
Oh yeah, that's my dog. You hear me?
Yeah.
I fuck with Scatterbo.
Yeah.
And y'all defense cold. So
I mean,
that line, and them linebackers.
But the thing is with that, like, I don't know if they've been putting the players in good position to be able to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we should have more sacks, even though Brian Burns, you know what I mean, is like top 3 in sacks in the NFL. But
y'all still got Tomlinson? Or not?
Nah, he been going.
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, we still got Dexter, but Dexter had a bad season. Dexter had a bad season. You know what I mean? He was, you know what I mean? Like, we need him to do better, like, next year, because we got the outside, you know what I mean? Like, defensive line, you know what I mean? To basically disrupt any quarterback. But
y'all do.
But if they rushing on the outside and the quarterback is stepping in and running, like that's where Dexter Lawrence should be, because if he's pushing the O-line back, then the quarterback can't step up. You know what I'm saying? Out of the outside rush. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Being
like
at the nose tackle.
Yeah, he haven't been doing that, and I watched every Giants game. So you know what I'm saying? Real talk. I pay attention to certain things. I already knew what the season was. I said, all right, I believed in Russell Wilson, but I was like, I gotta see. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta see. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it didn't. It wasn't right.
I liked the Jameson there though for the
backup. Yeah, me too. Nah, me too.
I liked the Jameson there. And my nigga was about to fight that nigga the other day. I fuck with that.
Yeah, I fucks with that. Was a good pickup, and I know, you know what I mean. I like how they did that. We just like going into this year, we got to get, you know what I mean, first take care of the coaches before the draft even come up, because you know what I mean. You don't want to pick somebody and then try to pick a coach. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I fuck with Dayball, but I don't know. It's something about him that I be like, what the fuck is going on? Because I know he fuck with Jackson Dart. I guess he ain't fuck with Daniel Jones like that, but Daniel Jones nice too.
Yeah, he just didn't have.
He just didn't have what he needed. Like,
no, that's it. He didn't have an offensive line. No, I mean, it was bad. Our offensive line been bad for us for some years.
Yeah, and I think I was happy we got Daniel Jones, because I was telling the homies like, shit, these niggas, that nigga took Giants to the playoffs a couple years ago
and won, and we beat Minnesota.
You hear me? So I'm like, shit, we'll take the nigga. Ended up going 8-2. Nigga got hurt. Shit, we ain't got shit else after that. I mean, we got Jonathan Taylor and them, but we need to be able to pass too. We can't pass that shit. They know what's going on.
See, but y'all had the other what's my man name? The black quarterback, the young guy.
Oh, Sauce Gardner we had.
No, Sauce Gardner is good, right? Like that. I'm saying the quarterback. I mean the other
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony
Richardson. He just soft. He like Anthony Davis. He remind me of that type of shit. Like
so it's crazy.
And this nigga be rapping. He be killing me.
Oh, word?
Yeah, like he in the NFL. Go look at Anthony Richardson rapping. This nigga got music videos, all types of shit. I'm like, bro, who gives a fuck if you in the NFL, my nigga?
Yeah, word.
Keep it gangster.
You not even that. If he proved that he was that good, he probably would sell or whatever in his music. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't fucking with you in football, so it's like niggas not even looking for you. Yeah, you not even in the algorithm. The nigga not even in the algorithm and want to rap, so that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So that shit killed me. I ain't gonna care. We gonna get us a new quarterback. I can't stand this nigga Anthony Richardson. I ain't gonna care.
Yeah, y'all will.
At first I did. I was turned up about him. I ain't gonna lie. Then I seen this nigga, he got hurt or something. I said, bro, he barely got hit. He talking about he out for 6 weeks. It's just, oh, hell no.
Once you got a quarterback like that, you know what I'm saying?
And Jackson Dart don't give a fuck neither.
No, he don't. No, I mean
he don't give a fuck.
But I'm glad we need a quarterback like that.
Y'all need that don't give a damn. Right.
That'll just, even though he'll learn. That's the thing. He'll learn. But the point is, we need a quarterback that can cut out if he need to.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they should be running the plays like how they do, running plays for him to run. You know what I mean? Because like you're just asking, you know what I mean, for a possible injury or whatever. I think he should run when he need to. You know what I'm saying? Not design a play for him to run. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like this should your first round draft pick, you know what I'm saying? That's not really protecting him. You know what I mean? That's not really protecting him. Tommy, you good over there?
That line. And so I think that tells you where they are. I think they go in there and win this game. Falcons are going to come off their high and they're going to go to a low because that's just what happens in this league. And I'm going to take New Orleans.
You got any good stories about players that maybe had something riding on another game. They'd make, they'd have some treats delivered to the hotel.
So you can't hear it?
No.
I always heard about stories.
You know why? They always say one game at a time, one play at a time.
Yeah.
We're not paying attention.
But if I'm Baker Mayfield,
were you ever watching the sport?
If I'm Baker Mayfield and I'm watching that set,
Yeah, because your game's not being played at the same time.
Friday night, I'm sending ice cream and beer and everything I can to that hotel.
To who?
Whoever I need to lose. Just make sure they have a really good night.
So you send it to the Falcons.
That being said, I'm going to be taking out Tyler Shough and the Saints. I've been super impressed with this dude, and he's flown just under that Saints team. They've been just under the radar enough for him to sprout out of the ground and really flourish.
The Saints
Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is obviously a good coach. What do we talk about? What does a victory look like for the Saints team? Establishing a culture, finding out what the future looks like. And they've got a little bit.
What up, Bash?
What's the word? How you feeling?
Nothing.
Yo, I know we were supposed to do this yesterday, right? But when we was on Instagram, shit was like, it was, I know you be liking the drama too, the battle rap drama, but shit was crazy all day. So I was like, once I got her, I was like, yo, we got to bring this to there, because on Instagram, you only go let up but 3 people or whatever. So it's like, it was just so, yesterday, like the start the year off was just so crazy.
I'm talking about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yo, it was just
it's crazy because I was getting late early.
Word.
Hell yeah. My day off. I started early, dog. Cal came through. Mizzle. We got lit. Because I ain't do nothing New Year's Eve. You know how Marcy is. They think they in fucking Chicago or something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or that fucking shooting.
Yeah. That's crazy, because I hope they, what I mean? Like that calm down, because we be out there in April, man. We throwing our battle event. We bringing it to the hood, Miller. So we gonna do good. Like Tommy, we already got plans. We gonna put out some shit for the kids and the
word?
Trampolines and all of that. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm down. Let me know. I could bring my organization out there too.
Yeah, that too. Yep. Do that as well. You know what I mean? Some barbecues and shit like that. Like, because I feel like when we do it this time, like the last time I only promoted, they only knew like within like 2 days that we was doing it when I went out there and promoted. And you know what I mean? But us going out there this time, say putting out little stickers or posters and shit like that. Now it's like, or people you come across, it's like, you know what I mean? Or people that know now, it's like the word is going around. So, you know what I mean? Everybody going to be ready once they see the shit out for the kids and everything. They're going to see is actually something going on. I want to try to get Baby U, see if he could, DJ. You know what I mean? See if he could DJ. Bring out.
I told you I met this shorty in Tompkins. She got this nonprofit called Beats the Streets of Beats and some shit.
Yeah.
Where she want to spread the youth, get them into music instead of the streets.
Yeah.
I know we had both got these grants, but I had got a grant for 10 grand with this shorty in Tompkins, and the bitch beat me for it. Like,
wow.
Yo, she took the money.
Wow. Damn.
Shit pissed me off. Out the take route, they gave us the money. And then she did, my brother passed and I was off on some shit and she did some crazy shit.
For the streets, she's been trying to get the kids out the streets.
Hell yeah. So I fuck with the laundromat program. Y'all should start fucking with the laundromat program. They give you $1,000 and shit sometimes. As long as your nonprofit helps the community, they give you money. They call it the laundromat program. I'm going to send you the link.
Okay. No, that's real. You know what I mean? But coming to this year, right? We know the Jets and the Giants been whacked this year.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? We know they've been whacked. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. We know they've been whacked. You know what I mean? But right before I play this, what do you feel like they need to draft? Like, far as what you feel they need to draft? You think they need to go ahead and get the quarterback this draft, Twin?
The fucking Jets, the Jets need to establish the quarterback. The Giants is good. The Giants,
somewhat.
What? Y'all got a veteran quarterback on your team.
Yeah, I feel we need to work on more on the
Yeah,
I would say,
receivers.
yeah, that of course. You know what I mean? We need if we could get if I look at it like far as for us to pick, like I would feel we need the best offensive lineman, or like if it's a guy you can't resist on the offensive line. And I'm not a guy of drafting a offensive lineman if we got a top 3 pick. I'm not, but if we can get that, like why not? You know what I'm saying? Like because we've been having Andrew Thomas. He's like a all pro, but he gets hurt it's like we can't have him for a whole season. So it's like we still need help, or we get one of the top linebackers, because linebackers is important in the NFL. It's like that's under the radar, like far as how linebackers is so important. You know what I mean? Far as in football. You know what I'm saying? So so I feel that. But yeah, I feel like the Jets for real, gotta get a quarterback.
We need a quarterback. We need at least receivers. 3.
Yeah, now because y'all
and at least 2 running backs. Our defense a few years ago was great. I don't know what happened to our offensive line. It's terrible.
Yeah.
We need to straighten that up. We need to generate more fucking turnovers. Like, we are sorry, yo. Like, the Giants is way better than the Jets right now. But the Jets coaching and development, all that shit need to be restructured. Just like I was about to say the Knicks, but we doing good.
I think y'all a little. I think if we a little better than y'all, that's probably because of the quarterback. You know what I mean? Other than that, y'all got a great running back. You know what I mean? Y'all got a great receiver and Wilson and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Of course, y'all gotta rebound on your cornerback because y'all gave up Sauce Gardner or whatever like that. But our cornerbacks is not like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not too. You know what I mean? They okay. You know what I mean? Like I said, we just need a great defensive coach. You know what I mean? To put them in a better situation. That's why I miss Spag, man. I mean, he over there with the Chiefs, helping them out. He's still like one of the greatest. We won 2 Super Bowls with Spag Nulo as our defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? He know how to get the best of players. You know what I mean, on defense. He really do. You know what I mean? He know how to get the best of players on that defensive line. Even KC, they ain't have a offensive line how the Giants had when we had Strahan, Tuck, all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like when we had that line of like all pros. You know what I'm saying? Like and he still get the best out of that with KC. You know what I'm saying? Like he and I don't think KC like had a great defense, but teams wasn't like scoring mad points on them niggas. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't scoring mad points on KC. You know what I mean? So, so that's what I say. But Slick Homie, he's a Colts fan. Slick Homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, so even you, Slick Homie, like what you feel y'all need to be y'all first pick. Shout out to the chat.
I feel like I'm always say we need some defense at all times. Our defense was cool, but we need to make sure we really good on defense because offense, I mean, shit. I don't know. As long as Daniel Jones, if he come back and he playing like he playing, we just need some defense. We need the best defense, just like Broncos got.
Yeah.
Patriots got. Shit like that. Because if we don't got no defense, we lose our quarterback. We gonna be getting blown out.
I need a defensive end.
Yeah. We got DeForest Buckner. He just old. We got Kwity Paye.
Yeah.
What else we got over there on that fucking line? Goddamn.
You still need that. You know what I mean? Y'all got good linebackers because now y'all got Sauce Gardner. Y'all got them.
Yeah, we got Sauce Gardner. We got Bynum. We got that nigga fucking Nick Cross on defense. We just need we need like a fucking same niggas that got Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Niggas, we need that. We need a game changer on defense. We don't got no game changer. And I heard you talking about y'all. The same for y'all, really though. Y'all got that. Y'all just need somebody in that I was thinking maybe in the secondary too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like we said, yeah, niggas got the linemen, niggas got the linebackers for real.
Yeah. We need a we
niggas
get a
stay
good
healthy.
cornerback. We'll be good. We get it, and you like the Giants and the Jets, right? One thing about us, we got bad luck. You know what I'm
Jets is a
saying?
bit. Jets is a bit. They still figuring out their dysfunction.
I think
You
they
feel
need
me?
I think they need new management, man. That's what I'm starting to think.
Yeah. Maybe GM and all that.
Yeah,
I fuck with the coach. We're not gonna do nothing with the coach. Coach
yeah,
first year.
yeah.
Can't do nothing with the coach, but maybe some management. I mean, I like
Yeah,
neighbors.
yeah. They need new management. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they like the decisions. You know what I mean? They've made. You know what I'm saying? Over the past years, it's like, yo, what is the Jets thinking? Yeah. Because I ain't hating on the Jets. If the Jets make it and the Giants don't, I'm a root for the Jets. But it's like, damn, like, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all had a chance to take Shador. Y'all didn't do that.
Didn't want to. Nobody wanted to take him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now he's over there in Cleveland.
Man,
it's like,
fucking StreamYard
you know what I mean? He's good. It's like he got a jinx under him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, Shador may need to go to another team. You know what I mean? I don't know if being in Cleveland is good for him, or not with the coach he got. You know what I'm saying? Not with the coach he got. Like, I would say too, brother, like, if they was to be smart, even though I know they wouldn't do it, I'd go get his pops as the coach. You know what I mean? Like, they hating on Dion, but Dion could bring the best out of players. You know what I'm saying? And then them listening to him, he's somebody that did it. A lot of these coaches, they ain't play a snap in the NFL.
As much as I love Shador, if the Jets don't get a team that he could work with, I wouldn't want him to come to us.
I feel you.
But he can't stay on them Browns, yo. He can't.
Yeah.
They hindering greatness. I don't like them.
Yeah. Wow. That's a fact. You know what I mean? They're gonna be a hated team. Like, if they like wound up losing him or don't get him, like, because the way they going about it with him, it's like, damn, I know he still gotta look. He still got stuff to learn too. You know what I mean? It's things he gotta work on. I'm hope, you know what I mean? And he getting the opportunity to work on them. Because I see certain stuff and all of that. I'll be like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, because he's trying to push for one thing about him, he's trying to push for the big play instead of just the right play. You know what I mean? Because times he'll go back and he'll go back trying to get something deeper. When I'm like, I'll look, you know, when you can see like the running back is like open right there, just a quick little drop. Sometimes just make the quick drop. You know what I'm saying? It's still a completion. You know what I'm saying? Definitely if you know you don't have the best offensive line. It's like, what do you, you know, you feel what I'm saying? So once he dropped back too much, he always in trouble. You know what I'm saying? He always in trouble. If he could just drop back the regular drop, you know what I mean, and good 2-3 steps back and fire, he's good with stuff like that. Once he going into the 5 drops back and all of that, that's when he's in trouble. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. And he's not like a fast runner. I'm surprised at that too. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, Shador is not a fast runner. I'm surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With Dion being your pops, like, and everything, Shador is a little slow. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, even when he's taking off, it's like he getting caught by the lineman. I guess he got to just be more decisive and shit like that. Like, just make up your mind quick. Just go. If you got to go, just go. You know what I'm saying? If it's nobody open. If somebody open, put the ball out. You know what I mean? Because he's getting the play time, so we can't. I don't want to give him that many excuses. You know what I mean? I know they didn't put him in the right situations, but you could still take advantage of that with your play. You know what I mean? So at least if it was going to season and he didn't, and they wanted to trade him or whatever the situation may be, you know what I mean? At least the team got a lot of good shit to work with him. He did have a good game where he had like 300 and something yards. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. I was like, okay, You know what I mean? He was doing real good, but they lost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they lost. So it's like, you know what I mean? He got a good, 2 wins, I believe, this season. You know what I mean? Shador got a good 2 wins. But, you know what I mean? Like, let's just see. Like, the Jets would be jinxed. They jinxed. I would have loved for them to get him, though, regardless. You know what I mean? Bringing him to New York, that would have been fire. You know what I mean? I don't care. Nobody tell me. Bringing Shador to New York. The Giants didn't do it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I like Abdul Carter, and I like how we got Jackson Dart and stuff like that. I feel Jackson Dart probably was a better situation to be in New York than Shador. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somewhat. You know what I mean? Because of, like, just the media, and plus we didn't really have an offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So, like, and without having neighbors, just imagine, you know what I mean, if he played this year with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? It would have been probably bad. It would have been bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So shout out to him. Like, we gonna get our picks on him here.
Out right there with Tyler Shuck.
And go pull the alarm at the hotel the night before.
All that. Oh, yeah.
Send some bad sushi over there like they did to Michael Jordan in Utah.
Do you need more towels?
Let's go to a game on CBS in the NFC North. Packers and Vikings. Packers are at Minnesota here. They're in the playoffs, but they are locked into the 7 seed no matter what. So
but you can't trust the Packers
here by 5.5.
So how do you play it? That's the question we don't know when we pick this game.
How would you play it if you're the Packers?
Well, you're going to go into the playoffs on a losing streak.
Yeah.
Do you want to go in on a losing streak? That's the question. I mean, do you play your starters? Do you play guys? I don't know how they're going to play it. They haven't said how they're going to play it yet.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know. You got to be careful playing your starters in the first game. They in the playoffs or a wild card?
I think Green Bay is a wild card. You know what I mean? Green Bay is a wild because they had a chance to take the division, but you know what I mean? They didn't. You know what I mean? They lost games that would have helped them do that. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. You know, so I don't know. And like you said, they don't have Parsons and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, they be losing to teams where they shouldn't have lost to. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing that a lot throughout the year. They lost one to Cleveland that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I don't know what Green Bay going in. And I was real high off of them when we started the podcast throughout the year. I was real high on Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as for what I felt they could do. But, you know, they've been kind of an upsetting team. So I don't see them advancing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see them advancing too crazy.
Little bloated, considering that the Vikings, look, they've been great on defense. I love what Brian Flores has done with their defense. They've been outstanding. But I think it's a little bloated. I don't know if Green Bay will win the game because they don't need to win the game. But I'm curious to see how they play it. When will they pull the starters? Will they play the starters? We don't know yet.
What's up with Jordan Love?
Yeah, that's what I mean. What's up with Malik Willis? He got hurt in that game too. So we don't know how they're going to play it, but I would take the Packers anyway.
I'm going to be taking the Vikings because with the issues at the quarterback position, Brian Flores can smell blood. And when Brian Flores smells blood, he's sending the dogs out for you. And that's what I anticipate happening in this football game. Give me the Vikings. The points don't scare me.
Vikings fans might be the most frustrated of any fan base because they were sitting there like, okay,
I would imagine they are.
At least we're going to get like a good draft pick this season. Again, they go on this winning streak at the end of the year. This would be their 5th straight win. They would finish above 500 with the same number of wins as the Packers if they win this game.
And they sit back and say, well, why do we do that with the quarterback situation? I mean, they could, if they had Sam Darnold all year, would they be a playoff team?
Jeez. You would think they would, wouldn't they?
Justin Jefferson would be a Pro Bowler.
Right.
Amazing. All right, let's go to another 1:00 game. Cowboys at the Giants. The Giants probably missed their opportunity for the number 1 overall pick, but they could still get the number 2 overall pick as long as they don't win this game.
Well, they should have won last week.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean overall 2 pick? The Jets have a way overall pick than the Giants.
Y'all got more wins than us though.
Really?
Matter of fact, we got the same amount, 3. Yeah, we got the same amount as far as 3. The Jets is there, but the Giants is we play Dallas this week. We're gonna lose to them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know how it goes. They probably go by strength of schedule too with that. I don't know.
Well, I know the Browns ain't picking no quarterback. If they pick a quarterback in the draft, that means they getting rid of Shador. And if anybody want to pick up Shador, got the money, it will be the Giants or the Cowgirls. But I can't stand their ass.
Yeah, I know you can't with that. What, the Giants taking Shador, you said?
No, neither one of them team, Browns or y'all need quarterbacks. We do though. That's why I was hoping we get like at least the 3rd pick before anybody snatch up good quarterbacks.
But the thing, even if y'all in the because you got right now, I think it's the Raiders, the Giants. I think y'all right now, they probably got y'all at like 3 or 4. But even with that, y'all still get the 2nd best quarterback because the teams that's at the front, they don't really. Only team that need a quarterback is the Raiders. You know what I mean? So they'll get the 1st pick. Giants don't need no quarterback. Like, boom. So it's like Tennessee is bad too. They would be 3. Tennessee don't need a quarterback. So y'all would wind up getting the 2nd best quarterback anyway.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got to go by that too. Like, what the teams need. You know what I mean? All them quarterbacks don't need all them teams don't need quarterbacks. So it's like y'all gonna be good. I feel y'all will take a quarterback. It's good. Y'all got y'all coach to be able to pick what quarterback or him and the coaches could be able to pick what quarterback fit the system better. Now, if they go and not pick up a quarterback this year in the 1st round, they 1st pick, that'd be crazy. You know what I mean? Word, that'd be crazy. Jet fans will be like highly mad. You know what I mean? You may start seeing motherfuckers jump ship at that point. If the Jets don't pick a quarterback, motherfuckers gonna jump ship.
2 first-round picks and a bunch of other stuff.
I don't think Jackson Dart understands.
I don't think he cares.
He thinks it's him versus Fernando Mendoza. He doesn't think it's him and then potentially a brand new receiver.
The players don't care. I get it. But the team itself.
I would care if I was there. I'd be like, you mean we get 4 guys for the price of 1? If we get But Jackson Dart, he just wants to win.
He wants to win, and he played well last week. Look, this is a game for Dallas. They went out on the road last week. Now they're back home. Then you go back out on the road again. Back-to-back road game. But do they? How focused are they? Don't you just think the Cowboys, they're not going to be as focused? This is a young Giants team. I think they're going to be more focused. I think that defensive line will get after the Cowboys a little bit. I'm going to take the Giants in this spot. I think they'll hang around.
That could be if the Giants win, that could be really costly because they're tied.
They don't have to win. They're getting 4.5 here.
But you're just picking them to cover.
Yeah.
Now, if they win, though, I mean, that could move them from the 2nd pick to maybe all the way down to the 5th pick because there's 4 teams tied right there, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the pick.
And they don't need a quarterback. And if let's just say Dante Moore doesn't come out. And so Mendoza comes out. The 1 pick has value. The 2 pick doesn't have nearly as much value if Dante Moore.
Now, Danny Cannell says they do need a quarterback.
Yeah, but he got in hot water for saying that the other day. I mean,
he said Jackson Dart.
He said he didn't think Jackson Dart was the future.
You know, there is also something.
I think Jackson Dart's the future. I think the issue is Jackson Dart needs some self-preservation. I think he's got to have the right voices in the locker room. I think if I'm an offensive lineman blocker for Jackson Dart, I say get your ass on the ground, okay? Or they will put you there time and time again until you can't get up. So really, that's what they're missing.
There's also an idea out there that maybe the Giants, if they had the 1st overall pick, would explore taking a quarterback. I don't buy it. I wouldn't do it.
All right, so that's Cowboys, Giants, 1:00 Eastern. What? You didn't make your pick yet?
I got the Cowboys.
There you go.
Okay, you got the Giants. You got the Cowboys.
I didn't make a pick. I got sidetracked.
It's a high total for the Giants.
The more I look at this, we're on the opposite side.
You are.
A lot of picks.
You better slide your little butt down. I'm tired of seeing you get peeled off the ground by these trainers.
I think you've been watching my picks go in and you going opposite to try and catch me.
I don't know, man.
He doesn't want you to match.
This is how I feel. They said be you. I'm gonna be me.
Hey, I've heard that before.
I'm gonna do me. All right, one more game at 1:00 Eastern time Sunday. It's Browns. It's Bengals. Man, 2 teams that are fighting till the end here.
This one's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but this is maybe
if you feel like your brain craves pleasure just as much as it craves being a man of integrity, it's probably no coincidence.
Offense that's operating at an incredible level right now in the Bengals and Joe Burrow against that great Cincinnati.
And Myles Garrett trying to get the sack record.
Yeah,
What is
he going to get it? You think he's going to get it?
What did you think about Myles Garrett saying that if the Pittsburgh Steelers were more concerned with winning than maybe?
Yeah, they were more worried about him not getting the sack record.
Hello, that's what their offense looks like every week.
They go to the playoffs. They'd rather stop him from getting a sack record than go to the playoffs. It made no sense whatsoever. It was really misguided what he said. I think he was just jabbing him. I don't think he really meant that.
Yeah.
But the Bengals are on fire on offense. And this is going to be the last game of the season to remind us of what we would miss if they were in the playoffs, because we'd all love to see them playing and throwing the football all over the place and putting up big numbers. I think Joe Burrow is really in a rhythm right now. They're playing really well on offense. I know Cleveland's been good on defense. They haven't been as good lately, and I think this is a spot. They were last week against Pittsburgh, but that was without DK Metcalf. I think this is a spot for the Bengals to put up another number, remind us why Joe Burrow and those receivers got paid.
Which camera is I got to do the
who
does this? Who does this? Damien?
Ligier.
Does Damien and Ligier do this?
Ligier calls. Producer Jack, put me on a single.
If you are getting ready to watch this football game, go ahead and get your Myles Garrett props in, because he will break the record in this football game, and he might break it by 2 or 3 with the way that the Cleveland or the Cincinnati Bengals throw the football, the matchup at the offensive tackle position. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think Myles Garrett's going to break that record.
If you were an offensive lineman tasked to try to block and prevent Myles Garrett from getting this record, how much would that be in your head during the game?
I don't want to be the guy. I mean, I can think of a number of times in my career where maybe the public didn't know what was at stake, but I may be playing Mike Daniels or Kenny Clark or Geno Atkins. And if they get another sack, it's $5 million. I wanted to be the guy that kept your $5 million out of your pocket.
You should have said, I'll let you go. Give me 2.5.
No.
Give me 2.5.
I'd say, buddy, you're not going to get it here.
If I was the Giants and the Jets, I would want to.
2.5 if you let me get it.
I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, I'll give up mostly whatever to get.
Maybe even hold, like, grab if he gets by, like, just
God,
his face mask down.
Nice tackle.
I give up basically whatever.
You talk about not being.
I would never do that.
You don't know who let up Strahan's sack.
Brett Favre.
That's true. I don't remember who.
He just touched him down. Remember, he just gave it to him.
Slid down right in front of him. All right, those are the 1:00 games, Sunday, week 18, as Pete and Kyle are on.
And my pick is the Bengals.
You're on the same side on 4 of these.
Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. When they're together, they do not lose.
This is a tradition unlike any other. The Bengals turning it on at the end of the year.
Teasing us. Yeah. We all want to see him in the playoffs, and we're not going to see it.
Yeah. Boy, I'd like to see them instead of the Ravens and Steelers at this point. All right. Got a bunch of games
with the damn Raiders
on Sunday, including the Broncos.
The Ravens.
The 1
happening with them.
NFC.
I don't know, and it's so crazy because they've been a lot of people's favorites at the beginning. You know what I mean? So it's like I really don't know. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, and you know what's so crazy? Because remember, they said at a point they had wanted to pick up Shador, but Shador didn't want to go over there. Like, because of course he didn't want to back up Jackson, which I get it. You know what I'm saying? But because you look at it, if Jackson is healthy, you're never getting on the field, pretty much. But
hell yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to go there either. It's like he a franchise quarterback and he young.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like to go there or the Jackson, yeah, would have probably did him good, but he would have had opportunities too as well. You know what I mean? But I like to see, nobody wouldn't like to see that. You know what I'm saying? You want to see Shador playing. You know what I mean? That's good for the sport, with everything that went against him going into the year and everything. People just want to see him play.
Oh yeah.
People just want to see him play. So let's see.
CBS Sports HQ Spotlight, looking at the late afternoon games on Sunday to finish up the season. The Broncos win and get the 1 seed. Lose and open up the door for the Patriots, maybe even the Jags. These 4 games all on CBS.
Nice. There it is.
All right. Let's start with Chargers-Broncos, and the Chargers kind of pulled the rug out from underneath the Patriots, who were hoping that they would have a chance to get that 1 seed, because if the Broncos win this game, they get it. And they're going up against Trey Lance now. It's not Justin Herbert. And the line moved 5 points when that news came out. Peter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first off, last week, this game would have actually been for the division title if they hadn't chargered like they always do. I mean, first pass plays down the field, a team that doesn't give up big plays all of a sudden gives up big plays.
Some of these teams started off good at the beginning of the year, and
they did themselves. And now their offensive line, which has been a disaster all year, was a disaster last week. Now they got to go play.
Yeah.
I think Herbert is not playing in this game. He's going to go play one of the best defenses.
Even the Commanders went down. Like, what the hell?
You're not happy about it. But, oh, well, you should have done something about it. You should have had a better record. This is not Chargers. You make decisions that's best for your football team. This is going to be bad for the Chargers. The Broncos need the game. I think they play well here.
Even though
I'll take the Broncos minus the points.
I think it's going to be closer than we think. And now I'm looking at my pick, and I did pick the Broncos to handle business, but I just watched this Chiefs backup.
Are you flip-flopping?
The backup for the Kansas City Chiefs went and took this Broncos team down to the wire. It took Bo Nix to make some plays to win the game. I am going to pick the Broncos. I'm just saying. That Chargers team, they don't have a guy in their dictionary. You know what I'm saying? It may not be Justin Herbert. That's you. Their head guy will have them ready to rock.
Yeah, I mean, they're good on defense. They were really good on defense last week.
And they've had to be really good.
Other than 2 big plays, they were good on defense.
All right, so if somehow the Chargers win this game, then that opens the door for the Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll pick those games in just a little bit with the Patriots hosting the Miami Dolphins. Thank you. Let's go on to the Jets and the Bills. And the Bills, look, they can't win the division, can't have a home game, but they could end up anywhere from 5 to 7 in the wild card race.
I'll be curious to see how they're going to play it this week. I mean, Josh Allen has a foot injury. He's not all the way healthy, but nobody is at this time of the year. So if you're kind of not going to get a great seed, why not sit guys? But does it really matter if they sit guys? I mean, they're playing a team that hasn't been around for 4 weeks. The Jets have been blown out the last 4 weeks. They're terrible. They don't even compete. I mean, so I don't care who plays for Buffalo. Your buddy might be playing quarterback.
Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky might
be your old QB.
Love Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, so he might be playing quarterback. So if he plays quarterback, does it matter? No, they'll still beat the Jets and cover the number.
Yeah, I think if Mitchell's out there playing, I think some of the game plan still remains the same. His ability to get outside, split the field
Jets
in half.
mess around and
they
win.
can still be dangerous. 7.5 doesn't scare me. Give me the Buffalo Bills, even if it's Mitch that runs out of the tunnel for those guys on Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, Buffalo end up with the 5 seed, and they would play.
That's what the Browns is doing, obviously.
In the AFC on the road in the first round of the playoffs.
Wow.
Let's go over to the NFC and the Eagles, kind of in that same position there. Not in the wild card, but playing for maybe a 2 seed if the Bears were to falter, if they win this game against Washington.
And you want the 2 seed because if you're the 3 seed, there's a real good chance you're going to play the Rams.
Yeah.
And when you talk about 5 weeks ago, if we would have said Rams at Eagles, you would have thought maybe that's going to be for the championship game, right? Or the other way around, Eagles at Rams. And as is right now, it might end up being a first round game. And so when you look at it from that standpoint, if you're the Eagles, you play because you want to try and get the 2 seed. And if you get the 2 seed, then you play 7. I think that matters. So you'd be playing the Packers rather than be playing the Rams. I think you prefer to play the Packers. So I think the Eagles play here, and I think they play well. Look, they blew out this team a couple weeks ago. I think they'll blow them out again. I'll take the Eagles.
Yeah, it's all about feeling good and having confidence. First thing I'm doing if I'm the Eagles coaching staff, so I'm throwing on that Washington tape, and I'm saying, just take a look at it, guys. We know what to do. It doesn't have to be very complicated. Go handle business. Give me the Eagles in this one. They got to hit their stride. I'm keeping my eye on number 65, Lane Johnson. He has been out there. He's got that foot, but something tells me he ends up back in the lineup for that playoff run.
By the way, I know they're a run team, and I know how far they go will be dictated by what they do with Saquon Barkley. But on the very first play of the game, I'm throwing a pass that has to be completed just to get some yards because they didn't have any in the second half last week. None. No passing yards. That's terrible. They got to get their passing.
They still won the game because the Bills decided to go for 2 and didn't hit that.
Wild.
The Eagles, 6.5-point favorites in that game, and both of the guys on Philadelphia to cover that number and put some pressure on the Chicago Bears, who are also playing at 425. We'll pick that game in just a little bit. Chiefs and Raiders. Kyle's
Kyle.
on the call.
You're on the call.
Yes, I'm not sure what I'm allowed to even say about this.
Game.
So excited for this game. So much history, so much hatred for both these
It's
teams.
just
I'll give a little bit
game.
of a story time here.
Yeah.
I signed to the Chiefs for my last year of football in the National Football League. I went out to practice wearing the cleats that I had been training at home in because they were broken in. Nobody wants to wear new cleats. It's like new skates. You don't want to do that. Blister City. I go out there, and Andy Reid looks at me. He's like, go back inside and change. And I was like, what the? He's like, your cleats. I was like, what's wrong with them? He goes, they're black. And it was, it was like a Raiders week. And gosh, I didn't realize how much these two teams hated each other. Obviously, growing up in a Raiders household, you understand hatred for other teams, but I just thought the Raiders hated everybody. Turns out the Chiefs hate them just as much. So week 18, a lot to look forward to in this matchup. The future for the Raiders, the future for the Kansas City Chiefs. What are they going to do in Patrick Mahomes' stead? Check it out on Sunday.
There was some back in the 60s. There used to be some really nasty brawls between those two teams. They clearly hate each other. Who's your pick?
I don't have a pick.
Oh, why not?
You'll have to find out on Sunday.
Why are you picking the game?
Can't pick the game.
Because I'm calling the
Can't pick the
game.
game.
I can't pick the game.
I got silver and black in my blood, and I've got red jerseys in my closet. So there's I'm torn.
Brady Quinn used to do that. I'm calling the game. Therefore I could not make a pick.
Let me do the Brady Quinn.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I think. Look, what we saw from the Raiders is just awful. It's awful. They can't stop anybody. Their offensive line. There's a lot of bad offensive lines in the league. What the Raiders are putting on the field right now is the worst of all of them. And so I think the Chiefs, I do think they're not going to play inspired football because they haven't playing for nothing either. I thought they did play inspired football at home, their last home game. It might have been Travis Kelce's last home game. This might be Travis Kelce's last game ever. So
is Taylor Swift coming to the game? Do we know that yet?
I don't know.
We're talking loud about her if she's
I don't know.
Yeah, she gonna come if Kelsey playing all with and shit.
I'm so sick of hearing about that girl at games. Like,
if you're the Raiders, why in the hell do you want to win this game? You don't. You want the number one overall pick.
A loss would lock that up.
I'll see you guys there
on the Raiders. All right, 4:25 Eastern time. Looking forward to hearing from Kyle in the booth.
We live in a world where they say a loss will lock that up.
You got to make a pick.
Hey, I being losers
for the records.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, you are.
That's a fact.
What do you get? You're gonna have a
Chiefs
seat.
gonna have a top 10 pick.
You agree on everything else.
Doesn't matter. To be honest with you,
they haven't had that in a while.
Might as well pick the Raiders because that'll give you a chance to make up some ground on all.
I'm bullying him again.
All right, Patriots are hosting the Dolphins, and if the
man,
Broncos somehow lose to the Chargers, this would be for the one seed.
Do this tonight before bed and see if you can make it through the entire night without getting up even once to pee. Don't believe me?
On the final Sunday of the NFL regular season, we have more late afternoon games than early afternoon games. 6 early, 7 late. We picked the 4 on CBS. Here are the 3 other 4:25 Eastern time kicks, including Patriots, Dolphins. Patriots 10.5-point favorites here. They get the 1 seed with a win and a Broncos loss to the Chargers. Pete,
they've been sneaky.
What's the temperature? We better check that for Miami.
I don't care. The number's bloated. It's too high.
Probably should.
I think Dolphins.
No, I ain't going for nothing that come out of Boston.
Actually went down the field.
When you were the future of the program,
he's going to probably be the future next year. I mean, I think he plays next year. I think he's earned that right, unless he goes up here and just totally is a disaster.
I don't even know if they playing most of their starters.
They'll stay in the game. They're not going to win the game, but I think Miami's going to hang around and play and keep it within the number. So I'll take the Dolphins here.
Interim general manager Champ Kelly has done an awesome job. I haven't been in the building. I don't know what's been said, who he's talked to sternly, but it feels like this team has taken the field with a gusto that we haven't seen in a while in Miami. But that being said, I don't think the points are big enough. Give me the New England Patriots. I like that group.
So you're giving Champ Kelly the credit for firing.
I'm giving Champ Kelly a lot of credit. I know he's a guy from my experience in Chicago. He's a guy that would be rubbing elbows with the players in the locker room. You'd have conversations with him. He'd gauge how things are going, and he'd take feedback. Sometimes he'd give you feedback, whether it's something you want to hear or you didn't want to hear.
Coach Kelly, I like it.
He's a great guy.
Temps will be in the mid-20s, by the way, for that game with Miami going up north.
20s.
They'll have a lot of big decisions to make here.
But it feels like it's in the mid-20s down here today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, tough.
Freeze warning down in South Florida. Lions, Bears in Chicago. It'll be cold there as well. Pete.
Lions, Bears. That's a tough game.
Did you see what it says right over there?
What?
That is a tough game.
You know it's getting loose. Can the Bears stop anybody? No. Can the Lions stop anybody? No. So what does that mean? It means you're going to go up and down the field. Look, the Bears can't rush the passer at all. And the Lions can't cover on the back end at all. And that's a major problem. You're going to see two quarterbacks. Look, I know that people say, well, Goff outside hasn't played well, but that hasn't necessarily been the case this year. He didn't play well last week. I think he plays well here. I think there's a lot of points here. I'm going to take the Lions. I think the Bears win the game, but it's razor thin close. I'll take the Bears.
I think it could either be way over, way loose, or it could be so much below the total because of the conditions. We're going to see running the football. You're going to see them try to get out of the stadium quickly. That being said, I've got the Chicago Bears in this one. They got,
I got
their butts whooped by this Detroit Lions team early on in the season. Don't forget, this is where Ben Johnson was. Don't forget, those are his old homies on the sideline.
Yeah, he's going to
What's
right.
the handshake going to be like with him and Dan Campbell after the game?
They're going to like lock biceps or something.
Yeah. But it's not as frigid as the one he has with Matt LaFleur.
Oh,
Who they playing? I ain't even here.
Detroit and Chicago.
That's why I want to see the Packers.
Oh, wow.
In the playoffs.
LaFleur said, I don't even know that guy.
If the Bears win this game, it will be Bears-Packers
Right.
in Chicago. What would you, if you're the Bears, all that history?
What more could you ask for?
Packers, you want to play the Packers first round of the postseason, or would you rather see, I don't know, Rams, 49ers, Seahawks?
The way the
That's
Packers
basically
are
the only
constructed right now, banged up as they are,
Go
you'd probably
play 'em.
rather play the Packers.
ASAP.
Although the Packers, the
I'm
second
telling you, that's what I
I
said.
did.
The Packers.
No, onside kick.
Why not?
Onside
You
kick.
want to play
You're
that?
torn beat that game. You're a Packers fan too, so it's tough for you. I get it.
Security! He's doing that thing again.
Getting loose. Bears and Lions over 50 is what Pete Briscoe says. How about Cards and Rams? The Rams can clinch the 5
We know
seed,
the Rams.
and well, they could try to. They could set up a game. What you want to try to do is get into that 5 seed so you can play the NFC South division winner.
Of course.
You have to go on the road, obviously, but it's either Panthers or Bucks.
Or if you're the Rams and your options are to play the Panthers, the Bucks, or the Eagles on the road, you want to be the 5 seed. You definitely want to be the 5 seed. And, you know, McVay has rested guys in the past. I don't think he's going to do that here. I think they're going to play guys and try and win this game, particularly since they haven't played that well. You're going to go.
What's happened to them lately?
Well, they've had a lot of injuries. The offensive line had 2 starters down the other night, and it showed up. DJ Humphreys. Woo, what a spinning top he was. He was awful. And then
He's had a good career. He had a
He's had a
rough
good-
night.
Yeah, well,
He had a rough night.
for that game,
He
you
had a rough
described
night.
he was a spinning top. Okay, I'll be kind. He was a turnstile.
He was a
Everybody went, "Oh,
Walmart.
they went
He was a
right through
Walmart
it."
greeter. How can I help you?
He was awful. He was awful.
Come on in.